Simone Biles tweeted, "Put the Jeffrey Dahmer costumes back in the closet. We ain't having it." Who's we? What's with the we? Who died and made you the great pumpkin?
Bill Maher is back at it, and this time he's going after the Halloween haters. Yes, you heard that right, Halloween. According to Maher, the so-called woke mob won't rest until they've torn down every tradition. But he's not joining that crusade. Instead, he's firing off brutal truth bombs aimed right at the shaky foundation of woke culture. Let's get into it.
Halloween is too much for your fragile sensibilities, and you're worried about seeing someone wearing something that's on the forbidden costume list. Just stay the fuck home. Every year we go through this bullshit. Lists of costumes you better not wear, lest a night of irreverent dress-up spiral into something that resembles fun.
Maher starts strong with his first truth bomb. He says if one night of goofy, maybe even slightly offensive costumes is enough to crush your delicate feelings, then do everyone a favor, stay home. Halloween has always been about pushing limits, poking fun at ourselves, and not taking life too seriously. But the woke crowd wants to turn fun into a moral crime scene, monitoring every mask, prop, and wig. It's exhausting and suffocating. Maher makes it clear he's had enough. He's disgusted by this obsession with censorship and ready to torch their joyless crusade with unapologetic honesty.
Here's an idea, clickbait websites. I won't tell you how to harvest and sell my personal data, and you don't tell me what I can wear on Halloween. Because Halloween is supposed to be outrageous. It's a festival of the sacrilegious and a celebration of the grotesque, from zombies to ghouls to bobbing for apples and other people's saliva. Yet, every year there's a new list of offensive things we shouldn't do on the day that's all about being offensive.
Maher argues that people should be free to have fun without self-righteous critics spoiling it. Halloween isn't just about costumes. It's a cultural pressure release, a night when people can step out of their everyday roles, try on new identities, and just laugh. For kids, it's even more special, a night of running around collecting candy and enjoying a little harmless mischief. So, why would anyone want to destroy that? Maher insists people deserve the freedom to explore, dress up, and play without the constant finger-wagging of the joy-killing woke brigade.
You know what I want to cancel? November 1st, All Scolds Day. When the good people announce which costumes the bad people wore. Buzzkill.
Maher doesn't stop there. He takes a jab at outlets like BuzzFeed, saying he loves calling them out because they've built an entire empire on outrage clickbait. They churn out endless lists and articles condemning Hollywood stars for problematic Halloween costumes, acting like a feather headdress or a silly wig signals the end of civilization. Every piece follows the same tired formula: shame, scold, repeat. Maher says that's not journalism. It's moral policing dressed up as news. What they really care about isn't cultural sensitivity. It's clicks, shares, and ad dollars. And he's absolutely right to expose that hypocrisy.
There's a list of 23 costumes they're literally begging you not to wear. Of course, this year the number one no-no is serial killer, cannibal, and Netflix sensation Jeffrey Dahmer. eBay has already banned selling it because otherwise it would be impossible to find a blonde wig and aviator glasses. Simone Biles tweeted, "Put the Jeffrey Dahmer costumes back in the closet. We ain't having it." Who's we? What's with the we? Who died and made you the great pumpkin? I'm so tired of a handful of emotional hemophiliacs on social media telling us what we can't do on Halloween. And by the way, please put drugs in my candy.
This year, BuzzFeed published a list of 23 costumes they're literally begging people not to wear. The number one don't on their list? Serial killer and Netflix sensation Jeffrey Dahmer. eBay even banned Dahmer costumes, as if it's impossible to find a blonde wig and aviator sunglasses on your own. Then gymnast Simone Biles tweeted, "Put the Jeffrey Dahmer costumes back in the closet. We ain't having it." Maher fired back, "Who's we? Who made you the Great Pumpkin?" He says he's sick of a handful of overly sensitive voices on social media telling everyone what they can and can't do on Halloween. And to top it off, he jokes, "By the way, please put drugs in my candy."
Listen to these other verboten costumes on stupid lists this year, including Queen Elizabeth because it's too soon. Yes, 96, practically an ingenue. Of course, don't even think about characters outside of your race. And no genies, because genies were slaves, okay. No sexy schoolgirls, no Playboy bunnies. No celebrities accused of pedophilia, including Elvis. You can't dress up as Elvis? That's an entire industry.
Maher finds it fascinating how so many celebrities now see themselves as society's moral authorities, constantly lecturing the public about what's acceptable. At the end of the day, they're entertainers. Talented, sure, but that doesn't make them qualified to dictate how ordinary people live. Instead of scolding the public over Halloween costumes, Maher suggests they focus on real issues like poverty, education, or hunger. Policing what people wear for one night of fun isn't noble. It's petty, performative, and completely out of touch.
Zombie versions of deceased celebrities. Well, there goes my zombie Angela Lansbury idea. No unhoused person. What we used to call a hobo, the default costume of every kid in history. No one with an eating disorder, so goodbye skeletons. And no transphobic costumes, because if kids want to see drag queens, they can go to store.
Maher says the list of banned costumes is just as ridiculous as the ideology behind it. If you can't understand why they want to ban half the costumes out there, it's because the ideology doesn't make sense to begin with. It's full of contradictions, double standards, and guilt trips that fall apart under basic logic. Most people don't get it, not because they're ignorant, but because there's nothing coherent to understand. And those pushing this mindset don't defend it with reason. They use outrage, shame, and social pressure to bully people into agreement. Maher's point is clear. If you have to twist yourself into knots just to justify banning Halloween costumes, the problem isn't the costumes, it's the ideology itself.
Also, listen to this. No Putin. No Trump. No anything related to the Will Smith Oscars slap. No Johnny Depp, and of course Amber Heard is out. No shit. And nothing related to vaccines or COVID or monkeypox. So have fun, kids, and let your imagination soar. Can I tell you something, kids? These are all great costumes.
If you follow the woke logic to its end, Maher says, no Halloween costume would ever be acceptable. Why? Because every costume connects to something someone could find offensive, history, myth, superstition, or just imagination. Even safe costumes could be labeled problematic. A ghost mocks death. A witch trivializes persecution. A vampire glamorizes violence. If the rule is total purity, then nothing survives. By that logic, we have to cancel Halloween entirely since the holiday itself celebrates and parodies themes of darkness and fear. Maher's sharpest point is this. Take away the fun, satire, and irreverence, and you destroy the very soul of Halloween.
Listen to me. I'm your last connection to fun. You should wear all of them. In fact, combine them if you want. Have the Queen shit in Johnny's bed. Have Will Smith smacking a hobo. Kevin Spacey hitting on a mariachi band. Jeffrey Dahmer is the perfect Halloween costume. What is scarier than a guy who kills you and eats you, not necessarily in that order?
With Halloween only weeks away, Maher says no one should be guilt-tripped into avoiding something they genuinely enjoy. The whole point of Halloween is freedom of expression, creativity, and a touch of mischief, not walking on eggshells to please a few loud voices online. If some columnist decides your favorite costume is suddenly offensive and convinces stores to stop selling it, that shouldn't stop you. Be creative. Make your own version, customize it, and wear it proudly. Halloween has never been about following rules. It's about breaking them, mocking them, and having fun doing it. Maher's message couldn't be clearer. Don't let the costume police dictate your choices. If you want to dress as a pirate, zombie, witch, or anything else, go for it. The night belongs to you, not the critics.
For sake, it's Halloween, which is not just a fun holiday, it's a necessary psychic release. Yes, societies going back thousands of years knew that you had to have some release valve on the calendar to flirt with the macabre and let the demons out to role play so they wouldn't come out later for real. Mexico has Day of the Dead, Japan has Oban, Haitians have Fête Gaudet. It's not a coincidence that Carnival comes right before Lent and Halloween right before All Saints' Day, much the way getting blown at a bachelor party comes before the wedding.
Maher keeps dropping truth bomb after truth bomb, refusing to let the woke crowd drain the joy from something as harmless as Halloween. And he's got a point. It's time to take the fun back. This year, he jokes about creating a costume so wild, so unapologetically outrageous, it would send the woke brigade into full meltdown mode. Why? Because that's what Halloween has always been about. Pushing limits, stirring reactions, and laughing in the face of fear and judgment. It's a holiday built on freedom, humor, and rebellion, not rules and restrictions. The louder they complain about what we can't wear, the more reason to wear it anyway. The spirit of Halloween is about fun, boldness, and annoying the people who hate joy the most. And honestly, that's half the fun.
I find it so interesting. You would think that a Handmaid's Tale costume would be acceptable since it derives from a completely woke-approved show that condemns the patriarchy. No. Buzzkill says no Handmaid's Tale costume either because it hits a little too close to home right now. Okay, this is the life philosophy of zillennials. Things that are interesting might also contain something which could cause a moment of discomfort, so ban it.
10 next voice. Maher argues that in today's stressful, fast-paced world, people need a little fun to stay sane. Between packed schedules, endless responsibilities, and constant pressure, burnout is everywhere. That's why traditions like Halloween are important. They give us permission to step outside the routine, embrace absurdity, and laugh at life. For one night, you get to let your inner chaos out, not destructively, but playfully. It's a release, a reminder that laughter and silliness are essential to mental health. Without that, the daily grind would swallow us whole. Halloween isn't just about candy and costumes. It's therapy disguised as fun.